Hello, I'm Tim Durham with Durham's Bee Farm. We're in the northwest corner of Mississippi. I tell people we're from upstate Mississippi. You know how folks from New York say upstate New York, and that sounds more highfalutin. We had a subscriber on YouTube asked me to do a YouTube on moths in your hive, waxworms. And if you have a request, something you'd like for me to do a video on, let me know. First of all, don't worry, don't spend time worrying about waxworms in your hive. And let me explain that. There are waxworms in every hive. I don't care how you got a good strong hive. I mean, it might be a big one. There are still waxworms in it. And it's a process of the bees keeping the larvae cleaned out constantly. And waxworms in the spring and summer, moths will fly into the entrance. The aroma of the nectar attracts the moths. And they will fly in there and lay their eggs, and so it's a constant process of the bees keeping them cleaned out. They like the dark combs more than they do the light comb or the new comb. So if just because you walk out there and you see some bees coming and going out of your entrance of your hive, please take your top off and determine that you really have a lot of bees in there. If you don't, then you need to go deeper, and maybe your queen has gone bad. And I keep telling you, I'm going to do a video on queens. It's so important. I'll try to do that real soon. And if your queen has gone bad and the number of bees starts dwindling down, then there's not enough bees in there to keep the larvae, the waxworm larvae, cleaned out. So if you go into your hive and you find that you've got 2, 3, 4 frames that has waxworm damage, and you can go on Google and see a lot of pictures of what it looks like. It's webbing on your comb, and you can take those damaged combs, put them in your freezer for at least 3 days, and when you take them out, there's 2 things you're going to do with those combs. You're either going to put them back in a strong hive, or you're going to put them in a plastic bag. If you put them in a plastic bag, be sure and put a fan on those combs, and be sure they're dry. They've cooled. The temperature is normalized, and there's no condensation on the combs. And then put them in a plastic bag for later use. Now, if probably a lot of you have beehives that you're getting ready with foundation to put bees in this spring, you don't have to worry. The moths really won't be a problem to that foundation that you've put in your new hive. But there is one caution. If you have this hive sitting outdoors and you think you're going to let it sit out there and maybe a wild swarm will go in it, that's possible. But the danger there is dirt daubers will go into that hive, and they'll build nests on that wax foundation, and they will ruin it. And you will have to cut it out and then splice some more foundation on top of that hole where you cut out the dirt dauber nest. So be careful about that. As a general rule, especially your dark comb, you want all of your combs to be covered with bees. And let's say that you end up with a situation where you've got 10 frames and you only have, and let's say they're all dark comb frames, but you only have enough bees for 2 or 3 frames. Take your other frames out, even though they don't have waxworm damage. Put them through the freezer process, and then as your hive grows, then you can put those frames back in that hive. So just, if you have any questions, let me know. Now, here's something kind of personal. I'm getting old. I'm 73, and I don't mind being called old. But anyhow, I don't go to Memphis anymore than I have to. Dangerous, you know what I mean? And but I was coming home around 2:40 at night, and my wife called me, and she's worried about me. She said, "Honey," said I was on 2:40, you know. She said, "Be careful." Said they said on TV that there's somebody on the interstate up there going the wrong direction. And I said, "Oh, honey," said, "Oh no," said, "there's hundreds of people going the wrong direction." Oh well, that's life. All right, y'all have a good one. If you have any questions, let me know. Bye.